The market is now bristling with startup car companies taking advantage of an auto industry influx. The industry is changing with the development of electrical vehicles and self-driving technology. Startup car companies at the forefront include Tesla, Rivian, Lordstown, Altis, Canoo, and Lucid Motors. But not all of these startups will make it. Some are sure to go bankrupt, struggle with financing, or just get bought up by the bigger players in town. Rivian seems to have secured all the financing it needs and seems to be awash with cash and cutting-edge innovation. These are the reasons why Rivian may soon be the next big deal. Number 10. Amazon investment. Amazon has invested heavily into Rivian by supplying $800 million in investment and by ordering an astonishing 100,000 electric vans from Rivian. This will guarantee Rivian a sustained initial production level for years to come. Amazon is one of the world's most valuable companies, and it has a very large fleet of delivery vans. Amazon is firmly betting on Rivian to replace that fleet plus the expected growth of its fleet over the few years. Number 9. Ford investment. Ford has also invested $500 million into Rivian and is reportedly planning to use Rivian's skateboard to build cars of its own. There have since been conflicting reports as to whether Ford is still planning to use Rivian's platform or not. But this means that two large companies, Ford and Amazon, are now invested in Rivian's success. Sometimes it may seem strange for a competitor to invest and help out, but the world of large companies is a strange one. Number 8. Quality of their lineup. Currently, Rivian only has two vehicles that are set to hit the market. These are the Rivian R1T pickup truck and the R1S SUV. The specs on these vehicles are phenomenal. The pickup truck is coming with a 300-mile range, but that is set to be increased to a massive 400 miles. It's not just the range of these vehicles that's impressive, it's also their off-road performance, cutting-edge software, innovations like a gear tunnel, and their generous warranties. Number 7. Impressive performance. The performance of Rivian's off-roading vehicles is looking like it will only be rivaled in the short term by Tesla and the Hummer EV. Its pickup truck can reach 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds, wade through 3 feet of water, tow up to 11,000 pounds, and fast charge. With the Rivian pickup, one can forget all the misgivings one might have about taking an EV off-roading. Number 6. SUVs. Rivian may not have sold a vehicle yet, with having only built prototypes, but that is soon to change. Rivian is gearing up to put its Amazon delivery truck, its pickup truck, and its SUV into full production. They are reportedly hiring 150 employees for this every week now, and very soon we will see these pickups and SUVs start rolling off the production lines. Like Lucid Motors, many of its employees are former Tesla employees. Number 5. Estimated value. According to one writer's article, Rivian is planning to go publicly listed later this year and is potentially looking at an incredible $70 billion in its listing. This is despite the company currently being estimated to be worth $27.6 billion. $70 billion would place it as the 8th most valuable car company in the world, at around the same as BMW. It would be ahead of Ford, Hyundai, and Stellantis. Number 4. No problem raising capital. Rivian hasn't had any issue in raising capital. It is now awash with cash and is now able to spend freely. In addition to the $800 million from Amazon and $500 million from Ford, it reportedly raised $2.65 billion in January this year. Before this latest injection of cash, it had reportedly already raised $6 or so billion in investment. There have even been reports by Bloomberg of it being on the verge of raising an eye-watering $25 billion. Number 3. They have their factories. Rivian isn't contracting the production of its vehicles out to other car companies. Instead, they are buying up their own factories and facilities. They are planning to design and manufacture their cars by themselves. Others contract production out to other companies. For example, it has purchased an old Mitsubishi and Chrysler factory in Illinois that used to make the Mitsubishi Eclipse. Rivian has poured over $1 billion into this factory, and now it's completely updated and expanded. Number 2. Build their own charging network. Rivian is now planning to do what even Lucid Motors isn't doing: build its exclusive charging network similar to Tesla's supercharging network. They announced this plan in March 2021 and plan to have it in action in 2023. In addition, they are planning to install some 10,000 destination chargers in places like parks, lodgings, and dining establishments. These waypoint charges will be available to all EVs, unlike the exclusive Tesla network. Number 1. Forward thinking. Rivian isn't just thinking about how to burst onto the market and start mass producing their lineup of vehicles. They are also thinking forward about the end of the life of their vehicles. One example of this is how they are planning to repurpose their old worn-out batteries as a form of stationary storage in Puerto Rico at the end of their useful car lives. The cost of electricity in Puerto Rico is twice the national average. In summary, Rivian now has all the confidence of its investors and the capital needed. It's theirs to lose at this point.